Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता दी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
Let us place both our hands on Mother Earth. And let us express our heartfelt gratitude to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi, Shri Mataji. Kindly bring us into complete balance. Kindly take away all that is negative on our Ida and Pingla Nadi. Shri Mataji, kindly help us to dissolve all our ego and superego. And let us slowly bring our attention in our Sahasrara. Let us bring both our hands back in our lap. And in this state, let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
This is tamasa, complete tamasa. Ego is taking you to tamasa. Or when you are not inactive, then what we do is to ride a big horse, John Gilpin's. We met so many. I went to Toronto, there is one John Gilpin, Mr. Patrick. Was real John Gilpin without any single pie. He became a big administrator of money, this, that. Then I find here Mr. Jason is touched by him. This is another John Gilpin. I call them what you call James Bonds. They are riding such horses. So there is one group which is extremely fundamentalist about lethargy. You see, they know all the excuses, how to say to mother, oh, this is so, we have this problem, this, that. Another group is this riding the high horse. Mother, I have to still clear out, this is the problem. What are you doing? Let us face ourselves. Are we going to lag behind? You know, on a ship, you have to get onto the gangway at least. If you move so slowly, gangway will be lifted and the ship will move out, I'm telling you. So one has to understand that we have to work something first. Sahaja Yoga should be the first priority. Job is first priority, making money is first priority, or wife or children, all these are much more important. Then go ahead with it. Marriages, another is marriage. Mother, when am I going to... People will eat my head for that also. When am I going to get married? What should I do? Whom should I marry? Do that. These things are not going to take you higher. Where should be your attention? Those who are married are troublesome, those who are not married are troublesome. Those who are married have problems, and those who are not married. So the marriage doesn't solve the problem of Sahaja Yoga. Now they'll say, but excuse is that we must create children. Alright, which children? Children which will be realized souls. Do you think realized souls will be born to lazy lumps? They'll kick them morning till evening if they are born. Tell you. So one has to understand that either you are lazy and when you are active, you are James Bonds. Nothing in between. And that's how people have been avoiding taking responsibility. Excuse. The whole brain system is such how to give excuse which is anti our progress. It's destructive. This will destroy you. This is destructive. And this tamasa has to be conquered by willpower. But if I say willpower, then suddenly I find 10 James Bonds standing before me. Now what? Your poor mother is blasted. Oh God, now what am I to do? So I don't know which way to go. Now if you tell somebody that you have got some catches, you go and look after yourself, go away from him. Then that person starts thinking that I am the person who is to be like an outcast and indulges into all kinds of miserable existence. It is said that you go and get yourself all right and cleaned up. Instead of that person is the most miserable person, at the slightest pretext you see, you find the person thinks he is in hell. What to do with it? You just tell me what is the solution for these people. Now I am already 60 years of age. How long do you want me to live? I don't know. Whatever it is, you have to now get up. Neither to be aggressive nor to be sleeping. And this sleeping business has to go out. Now in the ashram people stay here, anywhere. There is no discipline in our ashram. You go and ask them what sort of ashrams they have. 3:30 one has to get up. And then what do? You have to clean all the compound. 3:30 in the morning in New York, which is the coldest place. You see, a lady told me, she's a very rich lady. She told me 3:30 I had to get up and clean the whole compound. And planting the all the things. And that was sold by the Guru, and all the money was taken by the Guru himself. So the whole business was how to make the Guru prosperous. And they had to get up early in the morning and go on working it out one after another. There were 2 people who came from Rajneesh with the same dress, you see. So these people told them that you can't come to mother's program with this dress. So they said, we have only these 2 pairs of this dress and 1 mala left with us. The rest is all gone to Guru for his Rolls Royces. So we have nothing left. Only this much we have left. So I said, all right, Baba, we'll give you money now, but take this dress. This is the situation. That is how the Gurus extract them. But we do not try. How far have we gone? You must think now, somebody who is a left-sided person should think how far we have gone now as our left-sidedness. Those who are right-sided should think how far we have gone, how far in the center we have gone, and then think of the ascent. Sahaja Yoga is simple, made easy, alright. Supposing I have cooked for you, alright. You have to eat it, digest it, and use that for something. This cooking is done for the good of others. But people think of their family, house, children, this, that, all these comforts. So one has to really dedicatedly, absolutely understand that our work is much more than any one of these people could do. I'll say my husband is working like this. I'm seeing him, I'm surprised. 4:30 he gets up, and yesterday we had a dinner till 12 o'clock. He was so alert and talking to them in such alert way to these Chinese. And every day he is doing that. How does he do it? You know that when I sleep also I'm working, and when I'm awake I'm working. All the time I'm working. Alright, you might say, Mother, you are Adishakti. But this, my husband is not even a realized soul, like you people are. There are so many like that. And he is not aggressive by any chance. So once they start working, they start thinking how to make money out of Sahaja Yoga. Just imagine. Selling candles, selling this. What are these other side of it? I mean, you cannot sell Sahaja Yoga. That is one thing I want to tell you and proclaim today, that anybody tries to do such a thing, I liquidate that person and make him a pakka pauper. First of all, you will get sick if you try to sell Sahaja Yoga. Nobody has to do such things. You have to keep that side extremely clear cut. You cannot sell anything. Also, whatever I am talking, you cannot sell it in the market. Many people have this habit of selling it out. Now somebody is writing a poetry about Rama. What is the need to publish that poetry? What has it got to do with Sahaja Yoga? I am living here, you are writing about Rama. What is the need? And who wants to hear that? Just think of it. Gregor said, Mother, we want to publish your lectures, and why are they publishing somebody's poetry there? About Rama. Is this the job we are going to do? What is our job? Is to give realizations to others. Spread Sahaja Yoga. Keep ourselves pure at a higher level. Become those great personalities, you see, which have achieved something. Learn music. I told you, learn music, learn dancing, learn something by which you can manifest Sahaja Yoga. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen to you and to Sahaja Yoga in the West. Because there is no education or discipline here. We are free people, do what we like. We have to discipline ourselves. And now as you are newly born, you can do it. You have to discipline. How dare I do these things? I am a Sahaja Yogi. We have to take ourselves to task first of all. This is a very, very important thing, and I find that is lacking so much. And this disease of lethargy or of high-handedness is so contagious. Mr. Patrick met Jason for 5 minutes, he clicked him. Mr. Jason met another one, he clicked him. And if I find a link, it is there. One lady like Jane, she meets somebody, she becomes Buddhist. She becomes Buddhist, then another person. You can link it back. You'll be amazed how these things work out. They have a chain reaction. So one has to be careful. But why not see to the person who is doing something about it, who is rising higher, who is dynamic. I know who are there. They are the people I have now said these are your leaders. But some of them still go like that. You must assume your powers. That's the point I've been saying. We have to assume our powers. We have to be wise people, grown up, matured. We cannot play like children with ourselves. And this is what has been said many a times. But now, whatever I have said, you put it in your action. Fight with yourself. Don't give excuses. There are excuses and excuses which you tell me, I said, all right. But you see, I have another nature which you have not realized. I can recede. My interest is up to a point. What can I do? After some time, like a glue, it falls off. A glue can stick you to a point. If you get stuck, well and good. Otherwise, it will fall off. So that recession should not start in my mind. So please be alert. And don't worry what other problems you have. Also, I have seen that there are forces working like this. Now somebody wants to do something. Because he wants to do it, you should not cut it out. On principle, if it is good, you should say, go ahead, we are with. And that's why I see people don't work out. Like getting an ashram, any place will work out if everybody has positive attitude. If somebody is trying for that, every collective thing. But everybody will say, but you see, if you take the ashram, then who will pay for it? We are only 5 people. But mother is there to look after. There will be another excuse, something coming up you see, if you take the ashram, there could be such and, but you just take it first of all and see for yourself. Like you start driving and you say, all right, we are going this way, but there could be a jam. But let us see if there is or not. Beforehand, how are you saying? Before facing the situation, there will be 10 suggestions immediately coming like a cock. Jack in the box suddenly will start, giving their wise advice. Cutting the legs of the people who are trying to do something is a very common experience I have had with myself also. We are going now in the car. Throughout America, I have been telling people now, will you please shut up? Will you please now understand? Let us. They decided to have a program after this program was over. It was in, I think, Vancouver. And I said, all right, then call them also for puja, because we have no time now to wait till they grow up and all that. Call them for puja. And I said, come and have lunch also. They got a fright, mother, we have not made any arrangements. I said, what is there? We'll make cholas. We have no cholas, how to soak it? I said, don't you worry. I told them, let us go to some Indian restaurant here and we'll get the chola. They said, it's not possible, mother. Who will go? I said, but let us go. I'm saying, let us go. There was a discussion about it for about half an hour. Oh, mother is saying how to. I said, now will you please take me to some Indian restaurant? Anyway. Oh, we have to drive about 3 miles. I said, doesn't matter. It's already 11:30. It will be 12 o'clock by the time we go there. There won't be any worry. I said, but I am telling you, take me to some Indian restaurant. Why don't you take? And the argument was on and on. I said, now will you take it? Or I felt like taking a pistol. And now, I said, hands up. Let's. I said, I insisted too much. Then very reluctantly, they drove me down. There was a restaurant there. I said, now go inside and tell this man that we want 5 kilos of this cholas with you if you have got chana. So he said, I've got it. They said, better get it for us. So he sold us. And he said, I don't know why I'm selling it to you. I never do that way, but I'm selling it to you. And he gave us. And then he said, there's a shop here. And he asked the person to open the shop, and he gave us all the rest of it. And next day we had a nice cholas. I make them for them. So we had it. But before starting, I tell you, they ate my head off. Same in Toronto. Toronto was much worse. Much worse. Everywhere I found this is the thing. You try to do something, now you have to take this ashram. There will be 10 wise people immediately sitting. But for this, how can we do it? Then you don't have it. All these explanations and all these things are not wanted. If you have any positive thing to do, you do it. The thing is more talking, doing nothing is the point. Action is to be taken instead of that inaction in such a way that it's only thought. And everybody's talking. But the system where one person talks and the rest listen always works out, like in Japan, in India. If an elder is talking, nobody talks. All right. Your mother says so. All right. What? I mean, Gagangad Maharaj asked these people, Modi and all that, will you jump in the sea if mother says so? Are you willing to die for her? I mean, this is the first question a guru asks. You see. Here, dying, only driving up to 3 miles, you have to break your neck with them. Dying is too much. I cannot even talk of that. But even for everything it is happening, and that's why Sahaja Yoga doesn't work. And those people who try to do something, either there is jealousy or pulling him down or the wise counseling. If you do it, who will pay for it? There is mother sitting. She will look after. You should not take the ashram on hire. This will be too much for us. Everything, if it is free, is very good. Now these are the 2 points I am saying, and the third point also I have to tell you, and then I will tell you the good news. Now the third point, which is very important, one has to understand about third point. It's a very small thing, but expresses in a big way in everybody's life. Now you people are much more affluent than Indians are. But the amount of headaches I have with Sahaja Yogis about money, I have never had in India, which I must tell you very frankly. First we had the ashram, in Dollar for which I don't know how much money I had to sell off. I think 1,500 or something. Second ashram we had to sell off again. Now third ashram we had, I think here also I had to do it. The reason is there's no proper account. Nobody knows how much money is there in the bank or not. And everybody is trying to save, if possible, at the cost of surgery. I mean, this is such a low thing to talk about, but it is so. Everybody sees to one's own personal comfort, but not to the whole working of surgery. Like, so many have not even paid the rent. I mean, are we going to go in litigation now against these people who have not paid the rent? I mean, just think of it, you have not even paid the rent. Like in Dolly's Hill, they never paid the electricity. Who's going to pay? Mother will pay. She does everything for us. You see, mother is looking after us, isn't it? So let her pay for the electricity. Now here it is that people have not paid the rent. But for dharma, for this great work, you have to donate. No question of paying for your rent, you have to donate. Do you understand? That is one of the principles of Lakshmi. These people have not understood this. You have to donate for this work. You just think that Sahaja Yoga is for your advantage, all right, for spiritual advantage. But you do not take advantage of Sahaja Yoga this way. In India, I never had this problem of money, I can tell you this. Never. On the contrary, whenever there was a problem, they stood by me. Australia, same thing, I must say, Australia has never given me any problem of money that I have to pay out of my pocket. Here the people have not paid the rent. Now those who have not paid the rent, raise your hands. Honestly, so far in the ashram. Everyone has paid.
I think I owe a few pounds. £7.
How much?
£7.
That's all. That's not much. But it's £800. One must pay for surgery, lavishly. You are staying here, pay for that. You see, I have seen people just turn their faces. You are staying here, free food is very good idea. If you can get even free lodging, London, very good. We have come for the program, so what? You have come here, now this food is on, pay for it. You must pay. You don't understand, today is the day of Diwali, where people have to pay to God, God's food. Because Lakshmi Tattva is like that. You don't have to pay the Guru, thank God, you have free Guru here. Only 5p this time I took, isn't it? But you have to pay. Not only for yourself, but for your work. You don't even pay for yourself. You stay here free of food. Think people have not paid for food. Many times it happens. They don't even pay for the whole £1. Can you imagine? You try to save that £1 and you will be losing thousands of pounds, I tell you. Don't do like that. This is God's work. Don't take advantage. And it was very far I've seen. We used to have one Indian who would come to our pujas and he would buy things for the puja. Kavin is here, he'll tell you. And it was impossible to pay him that money for that puja things that he bought. He said, this much my punya. Even CP understands that very well. He said, this is the only way I am doing some punya after all. What punya I am doing? While we try to save money out of Sahaja Yoga, is a very dangerous thing. Now so far everything forgiven. Why I don't declare myself to be Adishakti? Because once I declare myself as Adishakti, none of the sins will be forgiven. Take it from me. It's a very serious thing. All of them will be alert. It's already said. That's why I don't say I am Adishakti. Better keep at a lower level, so that at least you have given a chance. There is a mess of money everywhere. How can it be with all of you so good, so intelligent, giving wise advice everywhere? And most of it is miserliness. It's so sickening, to see a saint to be miserly. I have said 100 times. A saint cannot be a miserly person. That's one of the signs of a saint, is that he cannot be miserly. So much thinking of money. If you can go this way, £1 you can save. The money mindedness is so much. I have seen it every day. You see, people used to work with me. We are not buying that paint because if we use the whole of the bottle, then we cannot return it. I mean, to that extent, what was the need to bother? I mean, the mind is such.
Let us recite the three great mantras.
साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful collective morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.